Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Victoria, I'm the digital beauty editor at Cosmo, and I'm here with Laura, who's our digital fashion and beauty writer, and we've got a really exciting guest, it's Kat Mondi! For those of you that don't know, Kat is an amazing tattoo artist, and you've also got your own makeup line, which has just launched in the UK, which is so exciting. It launched yesterday, is that right?
Yeah. So cool, yeah.
It's been so surreal.
Yeah, people started camping out the night before, so it's like, oh my god, that's so cool. Yeah, it's so exciting.
That's awesome. So what's your favourite thing about the UK?
Oh my god, it's such a broad question because there's so many things I love about the UK. Well, first and foremost, I feel like some of my favorite bands come from here. So like I have you guys to thank for that. And I love your weather. But
I'm very proud of it.
But it's crazy because with the makeup line, you know, we launched in the States like almost 10 years ago, and so it's been years and years of me trying to get over here to finally make it like accessible to everybody. So it's like a huge relief to finally be able to launch here.
Yes, it's so cool.
It's been 8 years.
Yeah, it's just been too long, dude.
Yeah. We used to
Yeah, and now I can look forward to like less comments on my Instagram like with like sad crying faces that say, "When are you coming to the UK?" I'm like, "I'm here now." Like we
genuinely.
Yay!
It's all healthy.
You know, I worked.
Have you noticed any differences between how Americans do their makeup and how people in England do their makeup?
Sure, I think that like regionally there's always going to be a shift in like style and approach. You know, I mean, if you go in like to LA, like the style is a lot different than let's say San Francisco or even New York. I think here, I mean, I've been learning so much too from talking to a lot of like, you know, like beauty editors and bloggers and stuff. It's like you guys have a lot of trends that are very different from where we come from too.
Really?
Yeah. I was talking to a girl yesterday who was telling me like you guys are big on like tanning.
Oh yeah, big tan. That is quite big.
Yeah. And I was just like, oh my god, I've like never seen the sun. Like, I'm gonna be like the albino in London. It's gonna be awesome. But yeah, so that I know that you guys are huge on that, but then there's a lot of similarities. Like you guys are super crazy about like a good matte lip, and that's like, I've like spent these last 9 years. If you were wondering what I was doing, I was busy working on formulating the best ever formula. So I think so far, you know, we've been getting like the numbers back to see like what people are responding to here, and like our everlasting liquid lipstick is like kind of flying up.
Yeah, and you were one of the first with a liquid lipstick, right?
Yeah. I mean, there was a few before me, but like I remember that was a big motivation for me to actually make it, is because the existing formulas were always like so dry, or they would get really crumbly, and then if you tried putting gloss on it, you just get this terrible like cakey mess that just looks like a nightmare. So I wanted to make something that was functional and like far more highly pigmented. I mean, that's something that I'm super proud of. It took us a long time to get the perfect formula, but yeah, I'm gonna give myself a pat on the back for we did it.
Which is your favourite shade of the liquid?
I love red. I mean, in general, red has always been my go-to color, but right now I've been addicted to this one shade called Santa Sangre, which is like a nice, it's like an orange-based tangerine. It just fits the perfect pocket of red. I love it. So I've been kind of obsessively wearing it lately.
Is that the one you did your glitter brow?
Yeah, I use it as a base. Yeah.
Kat just did this really cool Instagram with a glitter brow and a glitter wing.
Yeah, just the tip.
Yeah, we were admiring it.
That was a sexual innuendo, by the way.
Where do you get like the inspiration when you're making your products?
Well, when I'm creating the products, I think it's definitely an act of selfishness. You know, like I'm like, what are the things that I would want? You know, that I would personally want to make, and
that's
so
exactly what I would do.
Yeah, so it's like a really big struggle with like our factories and formulation team, because I'm always like trying to insert as much glitter in everything, and they're like, we can't legally put any more glitter in this. You know?
Come on,
like,
you can.
Where there's a will, there's a way. I think that's a big part of it too, and I think too it's like looking at it in the big picture. It's like I personally get bored when I go to a lot of. I mean, you guys don't have Sephora here, but you have, like when I go to any makeup counters, it's like you tend to see a lot of the same shit over and over again, and it's like I I get excited when I get something new, even if it's an odd color. You know, like we're about to launch like 20 new shade extensions for Everlasting in 2017, so we still got a little ways. Yeah, good ones. But there are some really special colors that are like offbeat, but I feel like there isn't anything like that. The only way I've ever achieved them before is by mixing, you know, like a concoction.
Like
Yeah, so I've got like a really beautiful warm mustard, like golden color that actually looks really beautiful on skin tones, and so just just some weird stuff and some just really pretty stuff, but yeah.
It's like your own personal wish list.
Yeah, so I just try to fill all like the empty spaces that we have in the beauty world, and there are some, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah.
And how do you come up with the names for your products? Because obviously if you work that hard, I guess you want the name to reflect.
Well, a majority of the time, I'll get the shade first, and then I find the name that is appropriate for it, versus like, oh, here's a cool name, and now I gotta make a shade for it, you know? It's almost like the shades inspire the names. So, but it's weird though, because when I see people, I see like animals, like, you know, like my friends all have like spirit animals. I'm like, oh, you're like a little badger, or like, you know, you're a feline or whatever. But I do that with lipstick too. I talk to them too, just like that. No, but like there's this one like fire engine coral red it's like a persimmon neon color that's coming out in the shade extension, and I'm like, oh, that's my friend Malice. Like that, like when I think of this shade, I think of her, you know, and so it kind of goes like that, and then certain songs inspire certain shades, so yeah.
Do your friends ever ask you to make a lipstick for them? Have they ever said like, oh, please can you just do this colour?
No, I feel like it's way more fun to surprise them with it, you know? Like,
so cool.
Yeah.
I'd be like hitting you
Yeah.
up.
Well,
I really want this.
you're like, I really think this shade looks like.
Drop a few hints.
No, like for example, like the general manager for Kat Von D Beauty, her name's Miley. She's awesome, and she's out here in London with me, but she's like working hard right now at Debenhams. But her daughter is like so cute, and her name is Swan Lee, which how cool.
Such a cool name.
Right? I'm like that is like an epic shade name, you know? And so we're launching some long-wear lip liners that are gonna be launching soon. And so anyways, there's one shade that I named Swan Lee. And so what I did with that was like, I didn't tell her until like, I was like telling my development team, like, let's try to keep it a secret as much as possible. And then she just got so stoked.
Oh, that is such a nice surprise.
Yeah. But when you look at the color and then you know, if you know about her, you're like, oh my god, that makes so much sense.
Like, perfect match. Oh.
So just get really weird, cool names, and then most likely I'll end up using.
Okay, good to know.
Change our name by default.
If you had to pick one lipstick shade that you could wear for the rest of your life.
Red.
Red?
Yeah, duh.
Any particular red out of your life?
I would say that Santa Sangre for sure, because to me that's like the classic red.
Yeah.
I mean, it's, you know, when I think of like Marilyn Monroe or, you know, just any of like the classic iconic like women that wore makeup, like that's the red you would want.
Yeah, it's that beautiful true red. It's really nice.
Totally.
Is that a metallic one?
Yeah, this one is Adora, but this is from my Studded Kiss collection, so yeah.
Oh, not the liquid lips.
Yeah.
And what's the one product that we always find in your handbag?
Tattoo liner for sure. I use tattoo liner for everything. It's like if I get stuck anywhere, woohoo! I love it.
Not you can see it from over there.
But yeah,
just wave it.
I've used it to like fill in eyebrows. You know, I use it obviously for eyeliner. You know, you can darken your lashes. I mean, it's kind of like stuck on a desert island.
If you're ever cold short, that's the one that you want in your handbag.
Totally.
And what would you say out of your...
Are these the questions?
Yeah.
Ooh.
In case you want a sneak preview.
So are these questions that people asked?
Yeah, we kind
That's
of
so
sent out
awesome.
some tweets, and then we also put in a few of our own.
Oh, I love it. That's so cool.
For selfish reasons.
Yeah.
So, out of your whole line, are there any products that you think are kind of underrated and deserve more hype?
Yeah, well, I think in general, and it's not just in my own line, I think in general, like, primer is the most underrated product. I mean,
Really?
Yeah, because I think, do you use primer? Like,
No.
see, and that's the thing.
So bad.
Girl, if you want, like, crazy, I love highly pigmented shadows, especially if I'm doing, like, I like to do two-tone eyes a lot, and so, especially if you're using, like, loose powder or you know, any eyeshadow, too, I feel like the times that I get the truest, most powerful shades is when I use eye primer, and so I feel like, you know, it's one of those things that's very understated because, you know, when you tag your photo on Instagram, it's like, oh yeah, I use primer. It's like nobody cares. Like,
I know, everyone's like, what colour is it?
Yeah, but it's true. Like,
just tell me that.
Even like with like my Metal Crush like formula, which is like a really rich metallic formula, it goes on super easy. But with primer, it's like you can actually just like pat it on, and it's just like metallic, you know?
Really?
Yeah, I love it. I'm gonna get
Okay.
you some of mine.
Yeah, I really want to try. You sold
Yes.
it to me. Like.
Yeah, but even if you get primer from from other makeup brands too,
Yeah.
it makes such a huge difference. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So is primer the product that you use the most?
No, but I just think like I feel like I would rather not even try doing my eyeshadow if I don't have primer. It's like if it's not gonna last all day, what's the point?
Do you use face primer as well?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean, or moisturizer is fine, whatever. Yeah.
Your makeup artist, is it Eric? Is your
Yeah.
makeup? He taught the best trick at your
When we
big
had the
launch, and he was saying because your foundation is famous for being really full
sure,
coverage.
yeah, it's full coverage matte, but you can actually cut it, because our primer is like compatible with obviously.
Yeah.
So you can
so
make
it's a
like
mix like equal parts of primer to the foundation,
Sure.
and you can have a sheer foundation but it still lasts all day.
Yep.
That's so cool.
Genius.
Yep, and then you can even take it to the next level. If you have like a loose shimmer powder or bronzer, you can always sprinkle that in there for all our UK tan fans.
That's awesome.
Get all
Put it on your
bronzy.
That's so cool. What's been your highlight since you've been in the UK? What's been the highlight of your trip?
This Facebook Live session.
Naturally.
Well, I mean, I feel like the highlight is honestly going to be on Saturday when I get to meet the fans. I mean, that's always like, I think, I don't know, I feel like some people kind of loathe like having meet and greets. For me, it's like, I don't get to do it very often, so to me it's like a super special time. It's what I like focus on the most when it comes to the trip. I mean, these interviews are cool and stuff, but like getting to meet fans one-on-one, like I get to hug them, and then they like a lot of my fans know that I love handwritten notes, because I don't know if it's the same here, but in the States that they stopped teaching handwriting in schools, which is bullshit.
What?
Yeah, I know.
No, I'm pretty sure they. Great impression. I'm pretty sure they still do that in the UK.
I
right?
hope so.
Yeah.
I mean, can
Did
you
get
imagine
your fountain there?
how our signature's gonna look, right? Terrible, right?
Let us know in the
Website
comments,
will-
by the
will be
way.
in the finger.
But there's, you know what? A signature is like a fingerprint. I mean,
Oh,
it's just so beautiful. But anyhow, so a lot of my fans know that I'm like, let's keep handwriting alive. So they'll handwrite me cards. So I'll do like my meet and greet, and then afterwards, like my rituals, I go back to the hotel and then I open up every letter and I get to read them. And so it's kind of like my gift at the end. So I don't know. I look forward to all that stuff. I save all the art and stuff. So So I'm assuming that that's what's going to happen on Saturday. So yeah.
So that's on Saturday at Debenhams.
Yeah.
And if your fans want to meet you, how do they go
So
about
right now, like since Debenham launched, you can go down there and we're giving you can get your wristbands all the way up until Saturday at noon. So they cut off the wristband access at noon, but I'll be there from 9 a.m. till 1. Debenham's been really awesome. They close at 10, I think, but they said they'd be willing to stay late because I want to meet everybody that comes. So
Yeah, of course.
yeah. So it's gonna be awesome.
Oh my god, that sounds so fun.
Yeah.
Me and Vic will be first tonight.
Yeah.
I know, you'll be like, guys, no way. Oh, well, thank you so
Yeah, no
much for
worries.
joining us. It's been really, really awesome
Oh my
to
god.
have you.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out. This is awesome.
Bye, guys.
Bye.